So a good research practice in my field, which is materials chemistry, is really focused around collaboration. So we have to think about how we share data, how we can be sure that we can trust that data. So I work on materials for net zero and decarbonisation. There's always a challenge around how that work is trusted, how people perceive it. How can we really draw the conclusions that we're drawing? And I think that is one of those areas where we can think about how use of open research practices working together to establish data sets that we all know that we can dip into helps us to build a common ground and enables the collaboration. Open research practice to me really means that sort of sharing of data, but sharing of methods. And that can make industrial partners a little bit nervous sometimes, because understandably, they might want to protect some of their data. But even then, they also want to know that the data that they're using is reliable and can be reproduced, because ultimately they are going to have to prove that something works. So the UK Reproducibility Network is really helpful in terms of establishing some of those practices around how we deal with data, how we work together. And I think the key part of it, so the N in UKRN being network, means that we share with each other, we learn from each other, we train each other, and we can reach out and share that knowledge. And once we've got that really enables collaboration, because collaboration agreement becomes much clearer when we know how we're going to deal with data and what our data management plans will look like. Okay, so for researchers interested in learning more about UKRN, the obvious next step would be to head to the website. There's loads of information and tools on there. Being a network, it is full of people from across the community who've shared their own resources, their understanding, the challenges that they've faced. So I think there's a wealth of information on there, and also through that you can find out who else is involved, and you can reach out to those people as well.